I'm going to be transforming my old head unit into this fancy new one. How's it going? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a head unit upgrade on my 2008 Toyota Hilux. I've managed to pick up this really cool install kit. I'll show you what I've got. Picked up this really cool 9-inch Pioneer screen. Comes with wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, something called WebLink, which I'm pretty keen to discover. Factory fascia on the Hilux won't actually fit the big 9-inch screen. So what it's come with is this really cool gloss black surround. The screen itself will end up screwing into here. When you order one of these, you've got to make sure you get the right dials. All the Hiluxes come with different setups for your aircon and the fan speed and all that stuff. What it does at the end, it also comes with this really nice sticker that I'm pretty sure will go straight on. Kit also comes with a complete wiring harness. It looks like it's all going to be plug and play, which is really cool. This is the GPS antenna, which will have to go somewhere nice and safe. A nice USB cable. This here is for my reverse camera. Wiring harness it's come with all looks really plug and play. This end here will plug into the head unit, and this black and red plug will end up plugging into this harness, which you'll need to help connect the Pioneer into the factory plugs. I ended up picking up this whole kit while it was on special. I just couldn't say no, so I'm really keen to get it all installed. Let's get stuck in. First step is you want to remove the old head unit and the old fascia. If you've never done one before, they're super simple, and I'll give you a quick rundown. This is what I'm currently running, an old Sony. You want to gently pull these out, and behind the middle one, you're going to see a Phillips head screw. Next step after removing that Phillips head screw is to gently pull the fascia off. Be careful not to break any of the clips, and behind your AC and your hazard lights, you will see two little plugs. So be very careful not to break any of the clips or break any of the plugs. Behind the fascia, hopefully the GoPro can pick this up, there are 4 10mm bolts. So yeah, that's what they look like. They're a bit tricky, the ones at the back. They kind of have to just sort of wiggle them out, try and not drop the bolt. Now that I've removed all the bolts, I can get this old head unit out, and I've got to make sure to take the wiring harness for that old head unit. So let's go. At there is the aerial, so make sure you don't lose that. That's it. Out with the old head unit out. I want to remove the Sony wiring harness off the factory stuff. So these are the 3 factory plugs that we're going to need to keep hold of. Bit of a mission to hold the camera and then work in tight fiddly spaces at the same time. What I've gone and done off camera is run a USB cable and the microphone cable. I'll show you. The USB cable I've got running through my glove box behind the dash and out where the head unit will go in. I thought it might be a good idea to be able to charge my phone while I'm driving. Also, this here is the microphone plug. That'll go into the back of the head unit. What I've done is run it in behind the dash and up the side of the pillar here where the actual microphone will sit, and I'll be able to talk into it while I'm driving. So the next step is to bolt my head unit into the fascia and swap over some of the fittings by the looks of it. Let's go. In comparison with the old fascia and the nice new one, you can already see instantly the size of the screen space is drastically different. Now, by the looks of it, I need to save these little plastic tabs, because that's what actually locks the fascia into the dash. Now, everything else, maybe these could be a bit of a tricky situation with the way they're screwed in. But everything else looks like it sort of clips into place. So I'll go ahead, try and set the camera up somewhere and get the old stuff into the new. Now I'm going to unscrew my AC button and my hazard button. Yeah. Now it looks like they just push apart. It looks like that just pushes through. Oh. Buttons in, clips done. Now it's time to remove these old vents. So it looks like it's just got a couple little plastic tabs holding it all together. I feel like goes without saying, be careful not to break the vent. And then also be careful not to mix up the left and the right. Here it is, my fascia. Everything's all clipped in super nicely. Really, really impressed with how well everything's all back in. Everything works beautifully. It all snapped together super nicely. For an aftermarket product, I feel like that is incredible. So now it's time for the best bit. Let's get this head unit mounted. So in the kit, it came with these 4 tiny little Phillips head screws. By the looks of it, they go into the back of the head unit. So I'll flip this fascia back over and get this bolted in. Oh my God, it's looking so good already. My next step is to start connecting some of these wiring harnesses. I'm going to begin with the main one for the Pioneer unit. This loose plug out here, that is, I'm pretty sure, for my reverse camera. So I definitely want to make sure that's connected. Plug that one in. Help if it was the right way. You can obviously see steering wheel control, which I don't have in my Hilux, but that is the main connection for the reverse camera. So make sure you read the manual because there's a lot of different plugs. So pretty sure it was this one. Perfect. Connect this main wiring harness. That end goes into the main Toyota factory plugs. This here is my GPS antenna. I'm going to try and mount that under the dash. It does say to do it on top of the dash. I kind of don't really want to look at it. So I'm going to try and find somewhere nice underneath the dash itself. And then I'll end up plugging that into the back of the head unit afterwards. I'm a bit of a neat freak and all these wires were just flapping around loose. So I've grabbed some cable ties out of the shed and just cable tied it all up so it's nice and neat. And one big wiring harness now. Back inside the car, I've got all my wires ready to go, ready to be plugged in. This is for my GPS antenna. My head unit fascia, they're together, they're ready to go. Not a lot of room in behind here. The factory antenna is really struggling to reach. Yeah, don't forget the hazards and the AC buttons. Time to install the decal. And this head unit is looking amazing already. It's time to fire it up, connect my phone, and see what functions are on it. This looks like the home screen for the head unit. I can see I've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the radio, and what's really cool is some YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead, connect my phone, and start checking out what's on offer. In a few minutes now, playing around with the new head unit, connected up my phone, so now it loads my Apple CarPlay just straight away, seamless. So impressed with this. The responsiveness of the screen is just absolutely incredible. Everything seems super easy to navigate. I got like volume buttons over here. Haven't really been able to figure out this YouTube button. It's telling me when I'm parked, and well, I am parked. It's got this separate app called WebLink. I've tried downloading that. Yeah, I can't quite wrap my head around it, so I'll do a bit more research on that. But everything else is just so simple, easy to use. You know, got this separate little bar off to the side here. Looks like it's hit up radio, volume. I'm really stoked with how this has all turned out. I think the 9-inch Pioneer screen looks absolutely brilliant in the Hilux. Having that full install kit, I think, made the whole process so much easier. I think having the fascia and everything just really suits the car well. And it was just super easy to put together and install. I feel like it's fully transformed the look of the interior in my car, and I'm so wrapped with how it's turned out, as you can tell. So it's now been a few weeks since I've had the head unit installed in the Hilux, and it is still working brilliantly. Still super stoked with it. One thing that I couldn't get to work on that initial install was the YouTube function. It was one of the main reasons why I bought the head unit. I thought it'd be a cool little thing to have in the car. Spoke to an audio shop guy, and he explained that I had to connect a wire to my handbrake. I've gone ahead and done that, and I've downloaded the WebLink app, set that up. So now my YouTube function works. So this is the WebLink app, all loaded up on my phone. You need the app open and running. You need your phone connected by the USB. So now I can go ahead, hit the YouTube button, and boom, it's already preloaded up onto my channel page. So I'm going to go ahead and select the video, hit play. As you can see, I now have the Hilux with me back at home, and I'm ready to start putting... Yeah, pretty cool, hey? I'm super stoked to have a function like that in my car. If you watched this whole video, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Hopefully it's convinced you to do a head unit upgrade in your own Hilux, whether it's a CarPlay or something bigger like what I've gone for. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead now and kick back and watch some YouTube in my Hilux. Putting all the final parts back on the car so I can get a Hilux back on the road.